Welcome to tonight's show. My name is Cameron Bickle. I will be your host for tonight. With COVID-19 absolutely dominating the news, I wanted to switch base and talk about something a little less interesting. Today, our topic is marketing. Now, this specific episode is going to be directed towards those who are just about to graduate community college and move on with their lives at a normal 4-year university to finish up their bachelor's degree. Now, this is even better because the title of our episode today is Marketing for Dummies. That's you. Now, let's say you've already graduated with your 4-year degree. Get out of here. We don't want you here. All I care about right now is that my audience is someone who's about to embark on their actual university education. Now, with that being said, and now that I insulted you just a little bit, you still want to learn about marketing? Good, you're in the right place. Marketing is not rocket science, but it is a science of sorts. It is the most exciting avenue of business a student can study. Whether it's analyzing the consumer base, making creative for an agency, or learning the future of an industry, marketing is at the front of all of it. Along with this, there's never a shortage of any jobs. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, there are roughly 286,000 marketing careers out there. Now couple that with median salary of over $120,000 per year. Marketing really is looking pretty good. Take that, art majors. Let's get down to the specifics of what makes up the basis of marketing. Marketing is how a company, nonprofit, or any organization shows its value to potential consumers to drive business. It is what you say to your potential consumer and how you say it to convince them how incredible your organization is and why your product or service is the best option out there. Marketing can be looked at with 3 strategies. The first being segmentation, second being targeting, and lastly, how you position your brand or service. Let's dive into each of these strategies on a deeper level. Segmentation is when a company looks at its potential consumers and segments them into specific groups based on characteristics. Segments can be found out by doing any of the following analyses of their consumers. First, demographics. Finding out the age, gender, income levels, and any of the demographics of the consumer base. Next, we're going to move on to geographic. Finding out where in the country or the world your consumer base lives. Next is psychographic, which is a method used to group consumers by linking their beliefs, values, attitudes, interests, and lifestyles. Finally, we're going to move into behavioristic. This is done by analyzing customers' buying behavior and seeing if the consumers have specific brand loyalty to individual companies. For example, let us take a luxury car brand that in the past has targeted older, higher income individuals. This car brand saw an opportunity to segment a market of lower income millennials, and now this brand would offer an inexpensive vehicle with the same styling and amenities as the higher end options. Targeting is another primary strategy that is commonly used by marketers. Targeting is done to target a specific set of individuals from the segment that the firm created earlier. This tells the company which they would focus on to sell the most of their product or service. Now, targeting can be broken down into 4 sub-strategies. The first sub-strategy is mass marketing. Mass marketing means that everyone is within the firm's target market. The goal is to reach as many individuals as possible. Not the best strategy if you're looking to sell something pretty niche. The next is differentiated marketing. This is when a company creates numerous different campaigns to target several markets. Now, a lot of companies do this. After that sub-strategy is niche marketing. This strategy is meant to target a smaller segment within the target market. The goal is to create a high penetration within the smaller market. Now finally, the last sub-strategy to targeting is micro-marketing. Of the 4 targeting strategies, this is the smallest. The goal is to target individuals within the whole market. Now the last marketing strategy is positioning. Positioning is done by companies to position themselves based on the consumer's perceptions of the brand or product. Take the renowned drink we loved as children, chocolate milk. I know, weird example, but it works. Marketers knew that consumers viewed chocolate milk as a children's drink that is low in nutritional value. The marketers were then able to shift the perceptions of the drink as a highly nutritious drink for the active adult. Now, every single grocery store you go into or convenience store, there is a protein chocolate milk everywhere. It's pretty good. I like it. Now, those were the 3 main strategies that are used in marketing. It is a lot of information to take in, trust me. I'm a marketing student myself. It's just for the most part. Next is the 7 marketing tactics, or the 7 P's of service marketing, which is even more information. So if you're not sweating already, I know you will be. As I stated earlier, there are 7 P's of service marketing: product, price, place, promotion, people, process, and physical evidence. Each is important to the success of a company or service. Now let's dive into each. The first P is product. Product is the physical item or service that a company is selling. Without it, you wouldn't have a business. Plain and simple. The product or service must perform and deliver satisfaction. Otherwise, the rest of the 7 Ps will not be sufficient. A marketing team will analyze a product based on its segments, target market, and position of the perceived opinion of the product or service. In terms of service marketing, no physical objects are being sold. Instead, look at it as staying at a hotel or your higher education that you're about to embark on. Price is an essential aspect of your marketing scheme. A lot must be put into the decision factor of why it is set a certain way. Are you targeting individuals who have a disposable income? Or are you targeting the everyday college student who surfs their couch in order to search for loose change? All of which are important to analyze how the pricing strategy should be set. Let's say a restaurant targets a specific demographic of 35 to 55-year-olds with disposable income. This restaurant will offer higher priced food items. In return, they will use a higher quality ingredients and hold staff to a higher degree of service. Next, we'll move on to place. The place is an essential factor a company must keep in mind when it comes to starting a business. The location of a gas station is the best way to think of this. Most gas stations are off either significant streets or freeways. Gas companies understand this when their consumer base is driving. They want to be the first place they stop off, right off the freeway or right off the major street. Location can really make or break a business, which is why it must be taken into consideration when choosing where to place your business. Next, let's move on to promotion, the 3rd P. So promotion is what you get or what you send out both externally and internally to convince your target market why they should try out the product or service that you are offering. Promotions in the same service sector are what will eventually lead to a consistent flow of customers and regulars within your business. Therefore, it is vital to stay on top of marketing promotions to differentiate your service. Services are easily duplicated. There are millions of restaurants all over the country, let alone the world. But what makes yours stand out? That essential unique quality is what will drive customers through your door. Now finally onto the 3 P's of service marketing, which are in addition to the 4 P's that I just talked about. People are some of the most essential aspects of the success of your firm. It is imperative that training is consistent with the company's culture and values, as everyone who works in your firm is a brand ambassador for it. How the customer perceives a service is reliant directly on the person giving it to them. Take a restaurant, for example. If your server is having a bad day, making several mistakes on your order, not smiling among other things, you may associate that restaurant with your negative experience and think, people aren't happy here, which would honestly cause you not to ever come back. Now moving on to the 6 P, we're going to be talking about the process, which the process is defined as the flow a customer would travel through and a mechanism a company has in place. An example of this would be when you create an account for, let's say, a video streaming service. The customer would enter their information in to create an account, choose which service level they want, and finally confirm the monthly renewal purchase. The final P is physical evidence. This refers to the physical layout of your restaurant or store. Now, this is how it flows, the cleanliness, the design of the logo, and what each employee wears. This can really make or break a business, as no one's going to purchase anything from a store or company that uses clipart as a logo. Nobody. When creating this layout and look for your store, you must take into consideration the target market and the positioning you want to achieve. You did it! You finished the 7 Ps. Now that you're here, congratulations. If I could offer you college credit, I totally would. So now there was a lot of information there, so let me summarize it in 3 key takeaways for you. The first key takeaway I want to mention is that there are 3 marketing strategies I told you about at the beginning of the video. Segmentation is done by a business when they want to segment their group of potential buyers into groups based on characteristics. Targeting is the next strategy, which is done by companies to narrow down their target market that was found from the segmentation the firm did. Lastly, the positioning of the brand is how a company describes itself and how the consumers perceive a brand when compared to others. The next key takeaway is the marketing mix. There are 7 Ps that are used to help marketers translate their strategies into tactics to fully grasp their target market. The market mix consists of product, price, place, promotion, people, process, and physical evidence. The 7 Ps, remember that. Now the last key takeaway is the sheer amount of opportunity there is in the marketing fields. As I stated at the very beginning of the video, there are over 286,000 marketing jobs in the United States. All allow stable incomes, stable careers, and good growth. As you come close to opening the next chapter in your educational life, I hope this video allowed you to see the clarity in a fog of uncertainty. There is a lot of majors to choose from, all with their uniqueness and potential. Unless it's art related, I'm sorry, I can't do anything for you. Marketing offers you a chance to see what causes consumers to purchase items or services, and an opportunity to analyze and prepare a company for sustainable growth into the future. And in the end, you get to be creative. The choice really is yours, but I'm sure we'll see each other in the office one day. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's the episode for tonight. Get home safe, stay safe. See ya!